Hey tap dancers, Miss Molly here from my garage, ready to do another video with you. Today we're going to do our level 2 and 3 tap warm-up, but we're going to start by doing it without the music and going over the technique. As we've gone over in class many times, there are reasons why we do our warm-up, and it's not just to kill time at the beginning of class. The first reason is, of course, to get our muscles warmed up and our legs and feet loose. The second reason is to practice our musicality and our counting. And the third reason is to do things technically correct. If we aren't doing things technically correct, we're teaching our bodies to do things wrong. If every time we do our warm-up, we do it our very best and focus on proper technique, we're teaching muscle memory that is correct, so that when we do these steps in choreography or in combinations later, we already are doing them correctly without worrying about learning the step at the same time. So we're going to give it a go from the beginning and really talk about proper technique in our warm-up. Everyone starts with our feet shoulder width apart. Our knees are bent. We're in plie, down on the floor. We're loose. Our ankles, legs, feet, knees, hips, all of it very loose. Our first thing we do in our warm-up every time are 8 toe taps, followed by 4s, 2s, alternating, and then 8th note, double time, 1 and 2, followed by our heels. With our toe drops, we stay in plie. We let our weight help us to do good sounds here, freeing up our mobility. If our legs are straight and we're lifted, we're not getting any sounds, and it's much harder. So we want to stay in plie, stay down, let our body movement help us get the sounds, but without bouncing. This all happens in our lower body. Our upper body stays still. After our toe taps, same thing with our heels. However, we know heels are much easier, but we want to make sure, stay down, stay even, do the motion in our lower body, pressing our heels into the floor. We have our 8, our 4s, our 2s, and our alternating 1s, which are all in quarter note, followed by our 8th note on each side. So let's start without music. Nice, good plie. Let's do our toes and our heels. Ready, and and the left. And the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2. 8. From there, we move into our shuffles. So we're nice and loose. Our ankles are loose. Our shuffles are originated from our hips, right? We shuffle from our hips, our ankles, our knees are loose. So when we're down and up, okay, we can go faster if we keep our ankles nice and loose. We do 8 shuffles to the front, 8 shuffles to the side. When we do our side shuffles, our laces are pointed front. We're not standing turned out. When we do our shuffles to the back, I'll go ahead and face side so you can see. We want to plie on that front leg so we can reach the floor. When we're in the back, we do turn out. We do turn out so that our shuffle can be here, not here. Okay, so we're turned out, we're in plie, nice and loose. You always want to make sure you're getting that whole ball tap on the floor, not on the sides of your tap. So we do 8 to the front, 8 to the side, 8 to the back, 7 to the side, change feet. We have 8 to the front, 8 to the back, the side, 8 to the back, 8, change feet. Followed by singles, 1, 2, 3, step. Okay, so let's work on 8 shuffles each direction, followed by the singles. To the front, nice and loose, we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, side. To the back. And a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, 6, and change sides. Side, and 1. To the back. A 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, single 1, 2, 3. So, in our level 3 and up tap warm-up, we also add the back crossing shuffle. For those of you that know the back crossing shuffle, we cross our foot behind. Our toes are parallel. They are straight ahead. We're not here or here. We're not hitting the side of our foot. We're trying to use the whole ball tap again. We want to think about that tap being flat on the floor. It's important that you are not overly crossed and tight or you won't be able to move. You have to free up your body by staying in plie, staying down, so you can move this leg here. Again, your shuffle initiates from your hip, your ankle stays loose, so you can hit that back shuffle. Okay, if you're missing it, you might be on the side of your tap or you might be too tight. Plie, you cross it, but you don't bring it too tight up behind your knees. You just want that leg behind you. Okay, same thing on the other side. Lots of plie, cross it behind, not too tight. Loose hip, loose ankle. From here, use that whole tap. That whole ball tap is hitting the floor. Stay nice and loose all the way from your hip. So if we are doing the warm-up shuffle combination that includes that back cross shuffle, after we've done our 8 back, we cross it, uncross it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We also add that into our singles. Front, side, back, cross, back, side, front. Front, side, back, cross, back, side, front. So let's try 8 shuffles. Front, side, back, cross, back, side, change. 5, 6, 7, and which occasionally gets in my way. Wish we had a little more space on this one. So, moving on. After our shuffles, the next shuffle part of our warm-up includes learning and practicing our triplet. Remember, a triplet in music is pineapple in our fruit. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. So in this part of our warm-up, we add the heel shuffle, we add the hop shuffle. This is to work on our triplets so that we are separating our sounds and staying on time musically, as opposed to practicing our heels and our shuffles at the same time, which you can tell is not a clear triplet. You cannot hear the word pineapple when you heel and shuffle together. You wouldn't say it that way. Pineapple, pineapple, that's how it should sound. Heel shuffle, heel shuffle, heel shuffle, heel shuffle. So, on to the triplet. We're going to start this part of the warm-up with just shuffles. 8 shuffles to the side. We are going to add the heel shuffle. Remember again, you want your feet separated. Heel shuffle, pineapple, pineapple, triplet, triplet. If you don't hear those words or those counts, you want to make sure you're separating your sounds. One way to help remember to do that is when you are not shuffling, you want to hold your shuffle out of the way, so that you aren't already down here on the floor, which also makes your shuffle sound too tight and jumbled. So pick up your foot, plie into the floor to hit that heel sound. Heel shuffle for 8. We go. Changing the heel to a hop. Our hop has a sound that is equal quality to what that heel sound was. This is the sound of our hop. Only our ball is on the floor. No heels are on the floor in a hop. It has the same timing as the heel, so it's still a triplet. No cheating and just moving your body. You want to make sure you're getting the sound for the hop. Hop, shuffle, hop, shuffle, hop, shuffle. On 8, we do shuffle leap to change to the other side. 5, 6, 7, where we start from our shuffles. Adding the heel. Adding the hop. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Followed by 8 shuffle leaps. Shuffle leap is the same thing as shuffle jump. That means we change feet. When we're hopping, we are not changing feet. When we leap or jump, changing feet. So we're going to shuffle leap for 8. We're off our heels, our knees are bent, our shuffles are loose, and to the sides. Shuffle leap. One more time, and shuffle leap, shuffle leap. And from here we add on the double shuffle. Okay? A double shuffle is just 2 shuffles with no space in between those 2 shuffles. Shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. Try some on our left, and so we're 4 double shuffle leaps. So that's it for the shuffle portion of our warm-up. From here we go into the basics of the Steve Kondos rudiments. We're going to start with just picking up our foot from our hip, all the way from here. Okay, this isn't flexing and pointing, this isn't ankles. It's to warm up our hips and remind our hips that they are doing the work. Okay, so we're going to start with ball, ball, heel, heel, ready, and ball, ball, heel, heel, the toes, the heels. Ball, ball. Add on a single time shuffle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Speed it up. Shuffle, shuffle. Plie, down to the floor. Down. Take out that shuffle. Singles and ball, heel, speed it up, we have 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and last one. Moving into cramp rolls. We're still nice and loose. Our weight's in plie on the balls of our feet. Remember, on every cramp roll, when we step up, our head stays level. The work happens from here. We pick up our feet here. We don't climb up the stairs. Our body stays in one place. Our hips do the work. Up, up, drop our heels. We're up. We drop our heels. That's regardless of whatever timing or speed we are doing the cramp rolls. The second part of our cramp rolls, remember, exact same combo. But reverse cramp rolls, still lots of plie. Dig, let your weight balance you out. Weight back, feet apart, drop, drop. You're up on the digs. Same timing. So our cramp roll timing is 4 in order, no. Pair, pair. Then we change to 8, no. Followed by 16th note. Out on 8. So it's 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a. Whole thing on the left, then followed again by the reverse cramp rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, no. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 20 and 30 and 30 and 40 and 50 and 60 and. Awesome job. Once we have finished the cramp rolls, we move on to maxi forward. In our maxi forwards, we do 3 straight single maxi forwards to the right, either with the pickup from your standing foot or without if you're not there with the pickup yet. 3 to the toe, 1, 2, 3. On our 4th maxi forward, instead of the toe, we use the ball of the foot to change sides. If we're on our toe, we are still using that same foot. We need to put the whole ball of the foot down to free up our front foot to change sides. So we have side is ready to repeat the combination. 1, 2, 3, change sides. Use the ball of the foot and switch. When we repeat the right side, we're going to change to a double maxi forward. Remember, to make anything a double, you add the flap. A single is the step, the double sound is the flap. So we have flap, shuffle, pick up, toe. This is the cross change, ball of the foot, switch to the left. That is the end of our maxi forward section of our warm-up. Next thing is the Irish section. Shuffle, hop, step, shuffle, hop, step, shuffle, hop, step is an Irish. We stand with our heels high and our knees are bent. We shuffle from our hips, our ankles are loose. Regardless of where our shuffle is pointed, all the rest stays the same. We start with 4 to the front, shuffling to the front. 4 shuffling side. We do 4 traveling front. Shuffle, hop, cross to the front. Shuffle it, cross it to the back. So one of the most important things I want to remind you about is the plie and the heels high off the floor. The shuffle or the hop has a sound. Oftentimes when we're doing this exercise in class, many of you are straight and your heels are down and you're not getting your sounds and not fitting in your shuffles. Knees high, plie, most important thing. All right, so the very last section of our warm-up is reversing that Irish from shuffle, hop, step to hop, shuffle, step. The components remain the same, the order is just different. Hop is first, so we're here, free right foot, hopping on our left. Hop, shuffle, step. Hop, shuffle, step. Hop, shuffle, step. Change those shuffles to the side, just as we did in the Irish. Hop, shuffle, step. Hop, shuffle, step. Hop, shuffle, step. Hop. We're going to cross it front and hop, shuffle, front. Cross it back. Last thing, we go hop, shuffle, back. Hop, shuffle, back. Hop, shuffle, back. And that's the end of our warm-up. I hope that no matter how many times you have done this warm-up in class, that you take the time to go through the proper technique without the music on occasion to remind yourself how to properly do each step and to double check yourself and make sure that's what you're doing, and that when you're doing it alone without the music, you can hear that your timing is correct and that you are doing each step all the way through. Until next time, have a great day, everybody.